Hello students, welcome to this module on refrigeration and air conditioning. In this session, we are going to know about testing its performance by inlet and outlet pressure and temperature. Testing commercial reciprocating compressor performance involves assessing inlet and outlet pressure and temperature. This essential evaluation ensures the compressor operates within the design specifications, maintaining efficiency and reliability. By systematically measuring these parameters, engineers gain insights into the compressor's stability, responsiveness to varying conditions, and adherence to industry standards.
Objectives. The primary objective is to rigorously assess the performance of commercial reciprocating compressors through meticulous examination of inlet and outlet pressures. By scrutinizing temperature parameters, the aim is to ensure the compressors operate within designated thermal boundaries, guaranteeing long-term reliability. By the end of this exercise, you will be able to identify the water-cooled condenser, check differential water pressure, calculate differential water pressure, test the performance of water-cooled condenser. Let us now take a look at the tools, equipment and consumables needed to assess the performance of commercial reciprocating compressors. Through inlet and outlet pressure and temperature testing, a comprehensive toolkit is essential. Key tools include precision pressure gauges and temperature sensors, enabling accurate measurements during operation. Digital thermometer, pressure gauge, water-cooled condenser, shell and tube in unit. Teflon tape, 3 mm thick rubber sheet as required. Water regulating valve, pressure relief valve, gate valve, globe valve. Now, let us see the preparations required to meticulously evaluate the performance of a commercial reciprocating compressor through the assessment of inlet and outlet pressure and temperature. Initially, with rigorous instrument calibration ensures accuracy in data acquisition. Points to remember before carrying out testing. Implementation of comprehensive safety measures and a thorough inspection of the compressor guarantee a secure testing environment. Utilize a reliable flow measurement device such as flow meter or paddle wheel sensor to accurately assess the water flow entering and exiting the commercial reciprocating compressor. Employ the pressure gauges at the inlet and outlet points of the water circuit to measure the differential pressure. This data is crucial for evaluating the resistance to flow within the system. Ensure the calibration of both the flow measurement device and pressure gauges to guarantee accurate and precise readings, enhancing the reliability of the differential pressure calculation. Calculate the water flow rate using the measured values and the specific characteristics of the flow measurement device, providing insights into the overall performance of the water circulation system. Check the water flow and calculate differential pressure. When checking water flow and calculating differential pressure in a condenser, it's important to ensure efficient operation and identify any potential issues. Here are the key points to remember before calculations. Safety first. Always follow proper safety protocols when working with machinery and water systems. Make sure the chiller is properly shut down and isolated before beginning any inspection or maintenance. Flow measurement. Use appropriate flow measurement tools such as flow meters to accurately measure water flow through the condenser. Differential pressure measurement. Install pressure gauges or transmitters at the inlet and outlet of the condenser to measure the pressure drop across the unit. Interpreting differential pressure. A higher differential pressure suggests that there is greater resistance to water flow, which could indicate issues such as fouling, scaling, or blockages within the condenser tubes. Lower than normal differential pressure may indicate insufficient water flow or a problem with the pump. Cleaning and maintenance. Regularly inspect and clean the condenser tubes to prevent fouling and scaling, which can reduce heat transfer efficiency and increase pressure drop. Pump performance. Assess the performance of the water pump supplying the condenser. System balancing. Ensure proper system balancing to distribute water flow evenly across all condenser tubes. Temperature measurements. Monitor inlet and outlet water temperature to assess heat transfer efficiency. Higher than normal temperature differential across the condenser may indicate fouling or scaling issues. Record keeping. Keep detailed records of flow rates, differential pressures, temperature, and any maintenance or cleaning activities performed on the condenser. This information can help identify trends and diagnose recurring issues. Professional assistance. If you encounter persistent issues with water flow or differential pressure, consider consulting with a qualified HVAC technician or chiller specialist for further diagnosis and troubleshooting. Method to be adopted for calculations. Open water valves of inlet and outlet of the condenser. Check the condenser, inlet and outlet pressure gauge readings and record in the record sheet. Inlet pressure gauge reading is equal to 2 kg per square centimeter. Outlet pressure gauge reading is equal to 1 kg per square centimeter. Difference of pressure is equal to 1 kg. Reading is equal to 1 kg. Note: the difference should be 0.5 kg per square centimeter to 1 kg per square centimeter. That is, outlet pressure gauge should read 0.6 to 1 kg lower than the supply pressure gauge. Test the performance of water-cooled condenser. Preliminary procedure to be followed before testing. Testing the performance of a water-cooled condenser is crucial for ensuring efficient operation and identifying any potential issues. Here are the key points of the preliminary process. Review manufacturer specification. Understand the design and operational specification provided by the condenser manufacturer. This includes flow rates, pressure drop limits, temperature differentials, and other relevant parameters. Safety precautions. Make safety primary by ensuring that the chiller system is properly shut down, isolated, and depressurized before starting any testing procedure. Follow all safety protocols and use appropriate personal protective equipment. Gather equipment. Collect the necessary testing equipment, including pressure gauges, flow meters, thermometer, and any specialized tool required for a specific condenser model. Inspect the condenser. Visually inspect the condenser for any signs of damage, corrosion, leaks, or blockages. Ensure that the inlet and outlet connections are clear and accessible for testing equipment installation. Prepare test plan. Develop a detailed test plan outlining the parameters to be measured, testing procedures, and data recording methods. Determine the testing points, duration, and any variation in operating conditions to be evaluated. Installation of monitoring equipment. Install pressure gauges or transmitters at the inlet and outlet of the condenser to measure differential pressure. Place flow meters in the water supply and return lines to measure flow rates accurately. Calibration. Calibration all testing equipment according to manufacturer specification to ensure accurate measurements. This includes verifying the accuracy of pressure gauges, flow meters, and thermometers. Baseline measurements. Take baseline measurements of water flow rates, inlet and outlet temperatures, the differential pressure with the chiller system at its normal operating conditions. Testing procedure. Follow the established test plan and gradually adjust operating parameters if necessary to evaluate the condenser's performance across a range of conditions. Record all measurements at specified intervals. Data analysis. Analyze the collected data to assess the condenser's performance. Start the testing process. Switch on the power supply. Open the condenser and chilled water valves. Start necessary auxiliaries. Open the suction and discharge valves of compressor. Start the compressor. Observe the suction and delivery pressures on the gauge panel. If the delivery pressure is above normal, check the liquid line outlet pipe outer surface temperature with your palm. It should be slightly higher than the ambient temperature. Check the condenser inlet and outlet water temperature. The outlet temperature should read 5 degrees higher than the inlet. If it reads lesser, then the condenser needs descaling.
Testing commercial reciprocating compressor performance by monitoring inlet and outlet pressure and temperature is essential for ensuring reliable and efficient operation. These tests not only validate the compressor's adherence to design specifications, but also provide valuable insights into its behavior under different operating conditions, aiding in the optimization of performance and longevity. In this topic, we came to know about how to identify the water-cooled condenser, check differential water pressure, calculate differential water pressure, test the performance of water-cooled condenser. I hope you all understood the process of testing its performance by inlet and outlet pressure and temperature. Thank you, students, and let's meet in the next session. Bye-bye.